What am I looking for before
Yeah,
we
which
check?
movement are you highlighting so that you can know which one's the 50 entry?
All right, let me try show you a good example I might have. I think oil is a pretty good example, to be fair. So on the 4 hour here, on the 8.
Cool.
So essentially, it can only happen if we have our institutional candle identified, yeah? And the institutional candle tends to be the last push phase before we start making new highs. So as you can see, price made a lower high. You could consider this a lower low, I guess, and then a lower high, and then the lower low. So the last lower low to lower high to lower low, that's usually the institutional candle. They tend to look quite specific um, in saying that they've got a lot of momentum through them. But yeah, this is how I'd identify it. The last candle down, along with the liquidity, it has to have the liquidity. This is essential. And then I'll just pop it on like that. So from the tip of that push down to the bottom of it, and then I'll have the 50 measured up like that. So as you can see, this is the 50% entry here, or we can do an entry on the open here. So sometimes you find that price will come just to the open and then take off, or sometimes it'll come to the 50 and then take off. So it all depends really if you care too much about risk to reward. That's why I tend to like going for the 50%
Right.
because it gives
Yeah.
you a higher risk to reward in it. So if I
Yeah,
can show
less
you on
risky.
this one, I don't think we came to the 50 on this one. Maybe was I just showing you guys? We came to the 50 of this one here. So let's say actually, this is a decent example. So as you can see, price came down. This is our last candle up here. This is what I would have been looking at because I can see there was some liquidity here before that push up to have the BOS. So you can see initially we actually came off the open here, and then we started trading down. This whole time we hadn't touched that 50. So we came
Mm.
into the open, started pushing down, but then we came into that 50. This won't always happen where they come into the 50 and then drop. Sometimes they just come to the open and then go all the way
Oh,
to
to the
2B, you
open.
know.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, where's this liquidity that you spotted there? Because I don't see no double top in there.
You don't see it, yeah? So let me show you what would have been going through my head. Let me take this off. So I think this one I was looking on the one. Let me show you. Let me just slide across. Damn, is it this slow? Okay. I think I've seen on the one. All right. So I think on the 302, it looks a bit cleaner, but you can see right here. I mean, this last up push looks cleaner on the 302, but you can see here liquidity. Sometimes we have it like this, isn't it? So
Okay.
sometimes we have it diagonal instead of just horizontal.
Right.
So
Okay.
yeah, so this is diagonal liquidity. If I just mark it up like that, and this last up push that we had, the intentions of this whole push was just to take out people who were selling from this trend line.
Yeah, gotcha.
But what we want afterwards is that BOS in it. So we can have this thing happen, but we need to have this third step afterwards. So this is our BOS. After we have these three in check, that's the first part of our setup put together in it. So then we'd either have it in advance from the open like that, with our stop loss just above that last up push that we've identified here, or we can have it off the 50 mark like that, just like that. So either way, you would have won both of these trades. So maybe if you're holding to where my target levels are, when you gotten off the open, it still would have happened. Perhaps maybe it coming to the 50 might have scared you because you would have gotten off in the open if that's what you would have done. But both trades would have gone into the direction eventually, you know. Right, yeah. Just like that. Just like that.
How long is that? How long
Hmm?
is the open entry and then the 50%? Well, how long is that in
Like
minutes or hours?
how long is it in minutes?
Yeah,
It
the
depends
diff.
because you can find them on a 1 minute time frame. You can find them on a 4 hour time
No,
frame.
I'm just saying in this specific scenario. I'm just curious.
Um,
So that was what? Because you're on
so
the
from here,
console time frame. Yeah.
I'm on the 10 minute right now. It
Oh,
took
okay,
about an
10
hour
minutes.
for this to form, but I wouldn't really pay attention to that. Really, just focus on the candle itself and then just
Yeah, of
try
course.
see it. Yeah. So it won't matter what time frame you're on.
Mm.